semen retention, and body gains. Coming back at you with another video. And in this video, I wanted to go over the power that the men and women of the Lord have over these witches, sorcerers, and Satanists, and how weak they are. Once you realize how weak they are and how strong the Most High is, man, you look at this totally different. But first, this cat asked me what made me upset with the red pill, blue pill, all of that movement. Although I know that it's a program, and I know that red and blue and anything you see that's divided with red and blue is actually division, although I know that, what really made me upset and disappointed and made me hate these type of content creators is because I was following this one guy. He's connected with AMS. A couple of years ago, they did this thing with the 4 horsemen. All 4 of these content creators, they got together. AMS was like the leader of them. And they taught people how to get women and all of this type of stuff. Now, AMS and 2 other of them guys is an exception. You hear what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I'm going to say it. AMS and Steph is Code, I don't know about them. But it's one of them in that group that really made me mad, man, because he deceiving people and he know he wrong, man. So I'm up in downtown Phoenix, EOS gym on Washington Street. It's on like 1st and Washington. EOS gym, man. Upstairs gym. Real cool gym, man. That's where I seen Robert Timms. Big swole dude, Mr. Classic Physique, right? I'm in the gym, and then this guy comes in, right? I mean, he's as fruity as a peach tree, right? He's fruity as hell, man. He have on spandex, man. The whole spandex, not the spandex and then the shorts on top of them, like the football players and the track players and some basketball players. Not that. He had on them spandex that came to his ankle. He didn't have on no socks. He had on the toe shoes, the shoes that looked like your damn feet, and you could see his meat. And he had on the little bitty stringer type thing. And I said, I seen this dude from somewhere. And he was just as fruity as could be, juicy lips and all that shit, right? Running around the gym, no girls, not talking to no girls or nothing. His hair was dyed gold. You know who I'm talking about. You hear what I'm saying? Then I went home that day and sure enough, his video popped up because I'm subscribed to him. I was subscribed to all 4 of them. And I was like, that's that dude. But he wasn't that dude in the gym. He was that gal. He was the girl in the gym, man, and flaming at that. Now, I don't got no problem with nobody who 100 and real with theyself. But when you get on here, man, and you start talking about women's and all of this type of stuff, and you really know you won't even get down with the women's and stuff, man, I got some problem with you, man, and you gonna get judged. But anyway, man, the witches, the power that we got over them, you hear what I'm saying? To follow the laws, statutes, and commandments will protect us from the witches and the sorcerers and all of their spells. That's the only thing that'll protect us. You hear what I'm saying? Unless you know a lot of spells and stuff like that. But the thing is, it's going to be somebody that knows way more than you. It's some people that was born in this and they've been practicing it since they was a baby. So, okay, you could fight, but just imagine fight like Floyd Mayweather, who been doing this since he was little. It'd be like that, but in a magical world. You hear what I'm saying? Living in sin gives them access to penetrate their spells and stuff like that. When we living up in sin, that gives them the permission to put all types of spells on you. When they was bending my back and jumping in my mind and trapping me in boxes in the spiritual realm. Yeah, I was trapped in a box, a little box, man. It was so scary. Oh my God. But anyway, when the reason that they was able to do that to me, because I was still living in sin. I was living in sin, but ever since I stopped living in sin, they wasn't able to do stuff. It'd come, but it'd be way minor. I'll be able to pray it off and all of that. You hear what I'm saying? There's things that we be doing that we don't even know that this gives the demons heck of access to us, because not only is it a sin, it's actually a spell that's being cast and we don't even know it. For example, right? If you was to look at the spiritual cooking, everybody, I don't want to say her name because she's a real witch. If you really want to see a witch that can change her face, hop in your dreams, fly, all that, that's old girl who messes with Jay-Z. And she do the spiritual cooking, the spirit cooking, right? And we all know the ingredients is poop, semen, saliva, and blood. And we can admit that that's satanic. But what about the backdoor Hershey Highway? Whether you do it with a man or you do it with your woman. The Hershey Highway consists of poop, semen, and blood. And if you like to eat the groceries, then it's poop, semen, saliva, and blood. So if we can admit that this is sick with old girl doing the spiritual cooking with Jay-Z, why can't we admit that the backdoor Hershey Highway is the exact same thing that she's doing? When you're doing the backdoor Hershey Highway, you are doing the spiritual cooking. You hear what I'm saying? Let me say something else, right? About these witches. They really don't get along. You see, we keep the witches worried, and this is what connects them, us. They are haters. You know what I'm saying? Without us around, they cast their spells on each other. The majority of the spells that's being cast is from witches and sorcerers doing it to each other when we're not around. It's not like when we're not around, they all friends and all that, because they haters. They leader is a hater. So if they don't got you to hate on, they gonna find something else to hate on. They jealous haters. And as soon as a Christian come or a chosen of the Most High, one of the men or women of the Most High, whether we come to the work or the gym or live in the neighborhood, this is what bonds them together, us. We the ones who bonds them together. You hear what I'm saying? They don't have to worry about the majority of the Christians and Muslims and all of them up in the church, because they sleep anyway. They don't believe in the spells anyway, so they can just cast a little spell and get this family about the way, get this guy about the gym. They can cast a spell and get this guy out the gym, because even though he read the Bible and he prays 75 times, he still suffer from lack of knowledge of this knowledge. The knowledge that Moses had. You see, Moses had to grow up around the Pharaoh to learn this knowledge. What you think Moses was doing? Just eating cereals and watching TV all day? Or did he have lessons like a prince? I'm pretty sure that Moses knew martial arts. Moses knew different languages, even though he had a speech impediment. You hear what I'm saying? We know about their techniques, so they can't do nothing to us. But the people that don't know, they can do stuff too. For example, it was this guy up in the gym, right? And it was a Mexican guy, and he was like right next to me, like in weight. And he was younger too, so I was like, wow. In like the next 2 years, he about to like surpass me a lot, because he was growing fast too. And he had the smooth skin, handsome. He was doing real good, man. And I wanted to talk to him. and stuff like that. But we never got a chance to talk. And the witches was hitting me up at this time, and I was battling them and stuff. And he wasn't a witch or a sorcerer or a Satanist. He was just the regular. We call them the regulars. And he all of a sudden I left the gym. And I guess he was the big guy in the gym at the time. And then I come back, and man, he was so shriveled up. He was just so, I knew what happened to him. I knew what happened to him. I was like, you know what? He should have talked to me. They got him. They got all this energy, man. He got weaker and weaker until he eventually left the gym with no energy. Looked like they took his whole damn soul, man. That's because these are the people who make them strong. The people who don't know, and little kids. That's who make them strong. But when they come around the men of the Most High, man, I go to that gym, man, and they be acting nice. The hardest one of them Satanists, the hardest one of them sorcerers be asking me, excuse me, are you going to use this bench? And I look at them up and down, and I be like, maybe. And they be like, okay, maybe. Some of them be harder and want to be, looking mean, but they look mean from across the room. They ain't doing nothing. They ain't doing nothing, man. If you understood how weak these things is, these jealous entities, you would be so happy that you with the Most High, man, because they are so weak, man. Satanists are the most cowards of them all because fear is from their leader. How could you say that a Satanist is this big bad thing, even if he got muscles and tattoos all on him? How could you tell? How could you tell that he's? How could you tell me that he's hard if his father is a damn coward of fear? Only the Most High is the brave, man. They got you tricked. They are brave to people who don't know. Like you will have somebody up in Delaware that's saying he from rolling 60s, born and raised in Delaware, probably came to California for 2 summers when he was 9 years old. Now he's the king rolling 60 in Delaware. Until a real rolling 60 come, then all the people gonna see like, oh, you ain't the real rolling 60. This dude is the real rolling 60. He from the rolling 60. He lived on 60th Street. You know what I'm saying? So Satan is a coward. His children is cowards. You know what I'm saying? We make them strong by us not knowing and falling into them traps. He is a coward. You know what I'm saying? It could be like 10, 20, 15 of them. It could be 15, 20 of these Satanists up in the gym or anywhere, man. And when the man of the Most High come and they know the truth, man, them fools is scary, man. They are cowards. Most of them was nerds anyway. And that's why they needed some protection. Just like gangbangers. It's like another form of gangbanging. They needed some protection. They was all stressed out. They seen some miracles, and now they tricked and deceived. And then when we come on the scene, they be like, hold on, why ain't all of this stuff working? It ain't working because it ain't gonna work. Not with the men and women of the Most High. Not with the men and the women of the Most High, man. See, you Satanists, you warlocks, and you wizards, and you witches, you figured out. You figured out, man. And y'all are so weak. And if it was one-on-one inside of a room, no matter if y'all know martial arts or anything, y'all are losing the fist fight too. Because once that demon leave you, you just a little bitty boy. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll be back at you with another video. Peace.